This is currently my favorite car. Sorry Panamera, sorry repeat. I just absolutely love the Lusso. Having driven it, oh, look at that. Oh dear. I can feel the aircon coming out from the seats, and then oh, put it in reverse. See, you have all the creature comforts. There's a little vent that opens up here. And then adjust the rear view mirrors. Very tight view from the back here. Alright, let's give it a little bit of a reverse. There's a Kanchil or Kalisa or Anza coming. Oh, they all look the same. Come on, go away. Thank you. Now, if the reverse camera shows a little bit of the bumper, that would help a lot in helping determine the where we're looking at. So to go back into drive, pull the pedal, and you're back in first gear. Oh, brilliant. Oh, the sensation is just so different from driving anything else. It feels like a spaceship in here, you know. Everything is just so different in this car. Alright. Let's come up here. And you can tell how wide this car is. Alright. But it's okay. Because the bulges on top makes it easy to navigate. Okay, I'm not going to go too deep in. It's a dry day. Let's switch off the car. Beautiful. Even the door handles. Oh, look at that. Now the doors don't open really wide, okay? But because it's so long, ingress and egress is very easy. Look at the opening of that. So it doesn't open really wide, but just be mindful of this part. Alright? Now the soundproofing of the car is excellent, considering this is essentially a top-end mid-front engine Ferrari, an all-out sports car, alright? But it has a lot of creature comfort. Look at that, dual glaze, double glazed glass, and the interior is just beautiful. I mean, Ferrari interiors are, nobody can copy their design. The way they design their interiors, I mean, compared to Porsches, they look somber, look very German, and look at this. This is just straight up emotional. Every part is just special. Alright, from the door handles, alright, the leather stitch. Now Ferrari stitching, you have to know this, it's all hand stitched. Alright, and the beauty in it lies in the fact that remember when I show the hand-built Disco Volante, you can tell there are a lot of panels that are slightly different from left to right. I mean, all these are hand stitched. Alright, Craftsman, no doubt, but you can tell it's not made by machines. Machines will have those absolute straight lines and all that. So this is hand stitched, and I love the quality. I mean, they have improved so much over the past 5-6 years. Right, that's the even though it looks like a handle, but it's an electronic handle. Basically, they designed it this way just to look like a mechanical door opening handle, but it's actually a digital electronic button in there. Memory seats here, you get a full length door bin, lovely materials. And then look at the seats. These are the basic seats. Alright, when you buy the car, the base seats will look like that, but they are fantastic. Alright, I mean, it's a Ferrari anyway. You don't get crap seats for a Ferrari, okay? It's air-conditioned seats, so it's really comfortable. And over here, this car has the look at the pedal shifters. It's in carbon finish. The ring around the dial is carbon, and even the aircon vents. Operating them is such a joy. This whole thing just rotates like that, and then this one opens and closes it. See, that's what makes it special. You know, there are two steps over here. Look at that. You can stop here and then here to open and close. Right. Some air comes up here as well. What a lovely interior. beautiful steering wheel. I'll put it this way, carbon fiber, when you touch carbon fiber, it feels the same as touching plastics, right? But the fact that you know it's an expensive material, it's a material that harks back to racing, fantastic. Now this is unlike any car you've been in, alright? I can say that even if you're in an Aston Martin or in a Porsche, there will be a lot of things that a person coming from a Proton or a Peroda will know how to operate. Ferrari is totally different. You don't get your signal stalks. Where are the signals? Over here. Push, right? If you're holding your steering wheel like that, or your paddle shifters, you can just press here, right? Or you can press here. The first step, it will blink 3 times, and then you press further down. You know, that's where the indicators are active. Here you adjust the wiper, the speeds, different speeds. This is where you adjust your dynamic control. Snow, wet, comfort, sport. Now, snow definitely is just how the traction control controls limits the power. Why? Because this one doesn't have 4-wheel drive. The Lusso has 4-wheel drive. The V12 version comes with 4-wheel drive. Comfort is your normal setting, right? Sport, and then this one is for you to hold it to off the ESC. Alright, that's how you do it. Start, stop the button here. And then this one is when you're in sport mode, you can press this to basically lift the suspension or soften it. Alright, this button. And then your headlamps and your fog lamps. Over here is the new infotainment system. Later I'll go through it. And everything just looks fantastic. And this is something very special. Okay, it's a double hinge inside, so when you close one side, the other side follows. This is just a touch of sophistication, but then it's not solid, you know, but that's Ferrari for you. You see, all these are hand wrapped. These are perforated leather being wrapped on top of plastics. So when you don't need your cups, alright, this entire part flanked by this, basically your, do I call this your gear lever? Because reverse is here, automatic mode is here, and then do launch control. Launch control, just press this, left foot brake, right foot on the throttle, and then you can let go. Right, this is the handle. So if it's a left-hand drive car, this thing will be here, this thing will be here. And this doubles as your compartment. You see this one, they use perforated leather. There's a reason for that, because this is a fantastic compartment to just chuck your stuffs here. But when you need your cup holders, just press this. This one opens up, your stuffs can still be put here if you only need one cup holder. But when you need 2, who the hell comes up with these type of solution? This is milled aluminium. Okay, this piece is milled aluminium. I don't think they need to put the chrome lining here. It just ruins the design. If it is purely just milled aluminium without the chrome bit, right, it would have looked better. Anyway, the windows open and close here, and then here is where you slot the key. Alright, let me show you. I don't think it can fit now because it's wrapped in plastic to protect. Oh yeah, it fits. Alright, that's where you put the key. This one is latched with a magnet. And let me tell you, Ferraris, okay, even though this is metal, right? Look at that. This is all part of a Ferrari ownership experience, you know. This is just how they build their cars. Very handmade, very emotional, very, you can call it flimsy. They don't mind. They knew it, alright? That's how Ferraris are. Okay. Right. That's how you open this one. And this is fantastic. Let me start the car. Look at how the seatbelts come out. That's the seatbelt valet for you. Okay. Now, this is an analog dial, digital. Okay. So you can toggle through different modes. This one can be controlled through here. Different modes, and then you turn. See that? Look at turbo settings. Oh, I need some aircon. Okay. This one go back out, and then you can twist through different stuffs. And then for this one, how do you control that? there is a little jog dial over here. Okay. Wait, I will start the car, sorry. Okay. So there's a little jog dial over here. See that? So you're using the jog to control this side, but you're using this housing and this to control this side. It's inconsistent. There are no jog. Oh, there's a jog dial over here, but the right jog dial also controls this. Oh, only controls the volume. So this only controls the volume. Sorry. If I do not know your number, you're not important for me. Go away. Yeah. Okay, let's continue. This one is for the passenger to actually see its touchscreen, so the passenger can see the performance modes, right? Let me rev the car now. Look at that. Alright, and then the passenger can also see the VDA control, you know, basically the Magnetino, and media, you know, they can increase media source, you know, they can change the source and things like that, but they could have control here as well. Right, that's the thing. Right, they could have controlled it over here, and I think this looks fantastic. I've seen a lot of videos about it. I think this one works better than the one in the Porsche, but not as graphically sophisticated as the Porsche ones. Alright, so that's the rear seat. I have another video on the rear seats, which is comfortable. Alright, this one, you can adjust the height of the car. See, it's lifting the car now. Alright, so you're lifting the car up. Okay, done. Okay, so coming back down. Alright, I just love this car. I just love the way they designed the interior. I just love how the whole car feels, you know. Even the visors looks like something that is, you know, stitched from a little leather shop. That's the thing that I like about this car. Everything feels very bespoke, even though it's a production volume model. It's a volume production car, but it's a very bespoke feeling. Everything feels very bespoke. So this is how it is. Love it, man. Just love it. Alright, if you want to go into drive, there's no drive mode. You can press auto here. It's in park. So you just pull this lever and you're in first gear. And then you can drive by pressing the throttle. Oh, you wouldn't let go of... Wait, let me pull my seat belts first. Yep. Oh, feels so good. Steering wheel, the whole thing just feels sensational. I'm gonna go outside and do a walk around of the car. Okay, let's continue that by switching off the car. JBL speakers. Is that the best they can find? I thought a Ferrari should have something more extravagant, right? Look at the exterior of the car. Just look at it. Sorry, let me... Now there are no keyless entry, but there's keyless start. Ferrari has been pretty reluctant in employing keyless entry. Oh, look at the car. The most beautiful part of this car is the side profile. Look at it. It has a very, very long hood. Alright, and the whole car is an extremely long shooting brake. Alright, almost 3 meters of wheelbase, and the engine sits behind the front axle, in between the dashboard here. So this is actually a mid-front engine car, a front mid-engine car. Alright, because we know that this is the updated car from the FF. A lot of things have changed. What's the difference between an FF? The whole grille is now wider. FF has a side intake. This one, the side intake is integrated together with the grille here. And then you have this splitter up front. You can spec the splitter in carbon fiber. You can spec this with a chrome lining. Alright. And then these are the headlamps. Now in the FF, the headlamps sort of stop short here, like that. This one extended it a bit. Not my favorite front end design from Ferrari. Okay, the modern Ferrari's front end design, I would prefer things like the maybe the 488, right? This one, very simple shape. It's just like a boomerang shape up front, and then this one looks like a mascara. Anyway, that's beside the point. These are the side vents. This is an option, not cheap, an expensive option. These wheels look good. Carbon ceramics are here. Okay, now if you spec the car with panoramic roof, glass roof, which I will spec it with glass roof if I were you, if I'm buying a Lusso, right? Let's say your car is red color and this is a glass roof. This panel will be in red, right? But you actually can spend money for Ferrari to paint this panel in black so that it matches the glass roof, so that you have a more unified look. I don't know if that's crucial. You can also spec a little Italian flag here, which this car doesn't have. Alright, powered tailgate. This is the fuel tank. Okay, now you may think that, hey, that's not a very large boot. Remember, this is essentially a 4-seater version of the 812 Superfast with a large boot that can fit 2 golf bags. Alright, and I love this touch. These are the optional stuffs that comes with this car. Is laser etched onto a metal plate. It's a metal plate that is laser etched. Okay, you can touch it. Alright, so hi-fi system, high emotion, low emission. High emotion, low emission. You're like, what the hell is that? That is Ferrari speak for stop start. Suspension lifter. So when you're in sports mode, you press that little suspension icon, it will lift the front up for you to cross through difficult stuffs. Right? And of course, if you have a lot of money to spend, you can actually buy a set of luggage that fits perfectly into this part. Alright? So that's the rear view of this car. Absolutely beautiful. The most beautiful part of this car has to be the rear, which a lot of people agreed, but I think it's the sides. And this is optional, the wiper. You can actually buy this car by de-speccing the wiper. Will you? I think the wiper ruins the design. They could have hide the wiper somewhere, but you need it for practical reasons, right? And then this is part of the spoiler, the diffuser, so you don't want to ruin the air. But I just felt that if it doesn't have a wiper, it would look more epic. But when it has a wiper, it also looks epic. It's a Ferrari. Alright, the lights run around here. Beautiful car. I love this car, man. I love this car. Work hard. Love it. I love it, man. Now this is the V8 turbo, 3.9 liter V8 turbo, which is the same as the let me lift the hood. How can I show a Ferrari without showing the hood? Right, it would be sacrilegious to not show the engine. Yep. That's the 3.9 V8 twin turbo. Okay, of course it's a smaller engine compared to the V12, but it's turbocharged. It has higher torque. It has 610 horsepower. The V12 has 670 horsepower. This one has 760 Newton meters of torque. The V12, if I'm not wrong, has almost 100 Newton meters less torque than this, but I can't be sure. Alright, chassis number is here, 232715. Regardless, look at this engine bay, it's huge. I think some Hong Kong people, their whole living room is just as big as this engine bay. Man, this car is absolutely massive. Alright. Oh, I just love this car, man. I'm not someone who slam engine covers. I have a lot of mechanical sympathy. Right. Lovely car. What a beautiful car. Let's sell my house, sell my car, sell everything. Let's go drive.